Greetings all, thedvsmonkey here. Today was an interesting day. My shoulder was throbbing all night. I woke up this morning, laid there for a couple hours, just trying to get the knots out of it and everything, and it sort of throbbed all day. I did go get an adjustment, and I did something else interesting. I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube about frozen shoulder, and I found this guy who has like a series of things about how to fix your shoulders and your neck and all that kind of stuff. So I watched the ones about the shoulder. They gave me some exercises to do, and doing the exercises actually helped. I also watched a video about tapping, and you like tap different pressure points and all that kind of stuff, and that helped too. So that's the quick update on my shoulder. Now, the other thing that I've been doing is, because I've been thinking about all of the remaining cameras that I have, but I thought to myself, do I really need the G9? Well, now I'm using it for my in-studio cam. I mean, I already bought and paid for it, so I might as well keep it. This is the way I had always intended to have things go, that I had an in-studio camera so that I didn't have to disconnect shit and swap lenses and do all that stuff. So the stuff that's on this G9, I've got a 12mm Leica 1.4 lens. I've got a ton of microphones, so I've got that. It's hooked up to the monitor right there, and it doesn't have to move, and it's set, and it's going to do what I needed to do in here. I mean, how good does the video need to be? Then I keep the GH5 for a bulk of the filming. The A7 III, of course, is going to be my hybrid, so to speak, where I'm going to do mostly stills with it, but also a lot of video. And the GoPro for when I don't want to break expensive shit. And other time-lapsey type stuff. Speaking of time-lapse, so I went to a place called Mount Trashmore. So I thought, well, all right, I know that I've been able to see the highway and part of Virginia Beach and whatever. Maybe I can test that out as a time-lapse. So I braved the almost 100-degree weather today, climbed up the 50 billion steps to the top of this stupid thing, set up my camera. It was a little bit windy, so I think that might have affected it a little bit, but that wasn't the point of the point was to try this S&Q mode to see what happened. And I did a time lapse, and I had to do math because I had to figure out, all right, if I'm doing 1 frame a second, but I'm shooting in 24p, how many frames am I going to have to get a certain amount of time? So basically I shot for 12 minutes, and I got a 30-second time lapse. That's kind of perfect because they don't really need to be much longer than that. So that's what I did, and you can see that in cam. You can play it, and then I brought it home and took it off, and I put it up on the computer, and it actually, it looks decent enough for me to do, what time-lapsey kind of shit that I'm going to do. It's not like I'm going to always do a time lapse. Although the video that I posted yesterday had 2 time lapses in it, this one's going to have one as well, but this one is a test. Needed to shoot, this little spiel here, and then put the time lapse in and edit everything. Now, editing that video yesterday was awesome. I had the before, the after, the 2 time lapses, and I put those together relatively quick. Found the music, stuck that in there, rendered, posted, bam. It's so much faster in 1080p. But at least I know now that 4K is a monster to deal with. I'm sticking with 1080p. I'm gonna cut this video together, and that's that. Here we are. Wednesday, and I'm sticking to my posting a video a day. As usual, thanks for joining me, and like, subscribe, all that shit. And as always, forward and up, kids.